It's winter. Winter is one of the 4 seasons in the Northern Hemisphere. That goes after autumn and foreshadows spring. Where it takes place from the beginning of December to the beginning of March. It is the coldest time of year, because it is when the Northern Hemisphere points away from the sun. It is also the season with the least daylight hours. Everyone feels some magic in the air because of frosts, crystal nights, snow, and just this amazing atmosphere. Depending on where you live, it often brings with it colder weather and shorter days. And of course, you can't forget the chance of snow. Nature in the winter season is sleeping because of low temperatures, frost in the air, and snowing weather. You are able to see trees that just covered by snow as a ground. Most of plants and animals are having their hibernation period, so winter is not full of bright colors. Days become short, as usual not so sunny, and nights are becoming longer. Also, winter season is the best time in the year to see stars in the night sky, due to they are the brightest in this time of the year. In the winter season, the sun is not active, as usual, temperatures are low, and days are really cold. But, despite this, everyone loves winter. And, waiting for it. Do you know why? Yes. The most beautiful phenomenon of the winter is snow. You know that the snowflakes are never repeat themselves. They have amazing shapes that different with each new snowflake. Another amazing thing that we can see in winter is crystallization of the water. This phenomenon is really beautiful and makes environment more picturesque. On some frozen lakes, it is allowed to ride a ski. During winter, many of these trees will be barren. That means you can only see the trunk and the branches. It can give you a good view of any bird's nests that would have been hidden during other months of the year. Winter is the best time for plants and trees to relax and prepare for the next season. They are just sleeping, but not really deep. Frost on the plants even helps them to accumulate how much force they would need to grow and get covered with young and green leaves in the spring. But, coming of the winter season does not mean that we will not enjoy the beauty of the nature. There are still a lot of flowers and trees that love winter and can survive even when the temperatures are low. Blue spruce is a tree that really loves winter, and also looks very nice when covered with snow. It can live without sun, but still be beautiful, and also ready to wear decorations in the Christmas and New Year time. Winter green boxwood is a plant that really loves winter weather, and, as you can understand from the name, is green even in winter. Also, this small plant looks really nice with snow cover, and serves as a reminder that not everything in the winter time is sleeping, and you still can find real beauty in the nature. Similar to trees, frost often withers away a flower's food source, their green leaves. This means that a lot of plants die off. However, during their growing season, they produce a lot of seeds that can survive the winter and sprout next year. These plants are called annuals. Some small wildflowers and plants actually need winter to grow, if the bright sun or dry weather is too much for them. They may be better suited to near freezing temperatures in December. Winter period can be really challenging for animals. Temperatures are low, and it is cold for some of them to stay outside. It is difficult to find food and shelter. That is why animals are trying to survive winter in the different ways. Some of animals are migrate in warmer lands. Another just grow more warm fur. That would help them to live when the weather is cold. And also well-known way to survive winter season is fall into hibernation. It is a deep sleep that helps animals to store energy and feel comfortable when the temperatures are low. Many birds and fish travel to a new location, where they will be better protected from the cold temperatures and harsh weather. This is known as migration, and it happens because they can fly or swim across great distances during the autumn. The animals might not consciously realize that they're doing this, as they're biologically programmed to do it. When the weather becomes habitable again, they'll return. But some of them are staying in their usual place and surviving winter in own ways. This is called physical adaptation. Birds can also grow warmer coat. And also, the evolution process gave some of them low metabolism process. But not all are lucky. That is why it is very important to feed our small friends in winter. In winter, there is little food left for animals to eat. This means that many species survive by conserving their energy through hibernation. Before animals go into hibernation, they have to prepare. This happens during the autumn. During the autumn, as they collect a lot of food to eat and build up their energy storage. As they enter hibernation, their heart begins to beat slower. Their body temperature cools to match the weather outside, keeping them somewhat protected. They try to use as little energy as possible during this process, hence the sleeping. However, not all animals hibernate during the winter, and a great example of this is squirrels. Squirrels are active throughout the winter, digging up buried stores of food to keep them going throughout the cold winter. However, they may sometimes rest in their nests, called trees, for a few days at a time, which is why people sometimes assume that they hibernate. So, how does an animal that doesn't migrate or hibernate survive the winter? The answer often lies in adaptation. This involves special features that these animals have which allow them to adapt to the cold weather. It might involve growing a thicker layer of fur, or even changing color, so that they're camouflaged in the snow. One example of these adaptations can be seen in seals. Seals have a thick layer of blubber on their bellies to keep them from freezing on the ice. The winter solstice is the day with the shortest daylight hours, which falls every year in the northern hemisphere, on December 21st or 22nd. In the northern hemisphere, the December solstice is the winter solstice. In the southern hemisphere, it is the summer solstice, the day with the longest daylight hours. The day at the winter solstice is the shortest of the year, and the night is the longest. Northern hemisphere is a part of the Earth that is located north to equator. Here winter comes on the 1st of December, and ends on the last day of February. The coldest month of the winter in this hemisphere is January. Southern hemisphere location is south part of Earth to equator. Seasons here are opposite to northern hemisphere seasons. Winter begins on the 1st of June, and finishes at 31st of August. And, in some places of the Earth near the equator of winter there is none at all. We've learned a lot about the winter season, and the natural world, but what does winter mean to people? To many people, winter is a time of festivity, as it coincides with lots of important festivals and celebrations. Here are a few important holidays that happen while it's winter in the northern hemisphere. Christmas, a Christian holiday that celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ. Hanukkah, a Jewish holiday that's also known as the Festival of Lights. Kwanzaa, a holiday that celebrates African American culture. New Year's Eve, the evening of the last day of the year. Chinese New Year, a festival that celebrates the new year according to the traditional Chinese calendar. Groundhog Day, a tradition held in the United States and Canada. Valentine's Day, a cultural celebration of love and romance. This time of the year is perfect for doing winter sport activities, such as snowboarding, ice skating, sky riding, playing snowballs, and much more. Winter is also a perfect time to be at home. Also, we can sit in warm blankets and watch our favorite shows by having some coffee or tea, along with delicious snacks. Spend time with family, friends, watch movies, and just enjoy every day. Winter season is really amazing, and has some special atmosphere that everyone cold feel. Just enjoy this amazing time with families and friends. Thanks for watching. See you on next video.